Hey healing homies, it's your honest homegirl 𝐾𝐨𝐮𝐫, and this is your intuitive timeless reading. So when you see this reading is for you. Take what resonates, what doesn't, leave for another healing homie. I'm just here to tell you what it is and what it ain't so that you can elevate. With that said, let's get into your intuitive message first before I get into your collective reading. So for some of my healing homies, I'm really, really proud of you guys, okay? Because you guys have been going through it, especially if you have air sign placements, Leo placements, Scorpio placements, Taurus placements, Aries placements. Everybody's has been collectively going through a lot lately because we do have multiple signs in our natal chart. But for the most part, the collective, we've gotten it out of the mud, okay? We have had to learn how to do a lot on our own. And in the past, we could have compared ourselves to others. We could have been scrolling on social media, looking at other people's lives instead of taking that time that we utilize to scroll on Instagram and TikTok and YouTube. We should have been implementing that time and energy into bettering ourselves. For some of us, we could have just been self-sabotaging ourselves, okay? A lot of us do that, okay? Especially when we're not where we feel like where we need to be at a certain age, because society says at a certain age you should be married, at a certain age you should have children, at a certain age you should have X amount of money in your bank account, at a certain age you're supposed to do this and have a degree and this, that, and all of these societal rules and regulations and standards, right, has pressured you to feel like you weren't good enough. And it's like you're finally getting out of that energy of feeling like I'm not welcomed into society because I've been deemed X, Y, and Z, because I don't have X, Y, and Z. You're starting to get out of that energy and that mentality of just saying, fuck it, I'm going to live my life the way that I choose to live it. Whatever I defined as success, whatever I defined as love, whatever I choose to do with my life is what I'm going to do with it, as long as I'm happy, 222 on the phone. So it's like, you're not comparing your life with other people's lives anymore. You are realizing that your life is a life that you want, the life that you choose, and you're going to die living it. A lot of you guys are realizing that you've been living your life for your parents. You've been living your life for your family, because everybody in your family were doctors. You had to go to school to become a doctor. Everybody in your family were nurses and lawyers. You had to do the same thing. And it's like, you're waking up realizing like this, I'm living someone else's life. Some of you are realizing that, yeah, you do get the guidance from your ancestors, but the thing is, you ask them what it is that you need to help you with your life, and call upon, knowing or unknowing, those ancestors that can assist you with that, because sometimes you'll call on your ancestors and they'll give you guidance on what they think that you should do versus what it is that you want for yourself. So it's like, you got it when you're asking and praying for things, and you're asking God, Yahweh, Yeshua, Allah, whoever you believe in, for assistance and for help. Let them know, like, listen, if this is aligned with me, I want to do X, Y, and Z. I need the help of those that can help me become financially stable, to build my self-esteem, to heal these generational curses. You ask for the assistance from those that can help you. Don't just be calling on anybody and everybody to help you, because just like with the living and the physical and the spiritual, they have their own thoughts and ambitions and things that they may want for you to do in your lifetime, because they didn't do it and they want to live through you. You have to remember, spirit will do it to you just like a human being would do it to you. A lot of you guys are also like really just saying, you know what? A lot of people betrayed me. A lot of people hurt me. A lot of people said things about me. A lot of people, I had to walk away from, even though they were good people in my life and they never did anything wrong to me. It's just that we're not on the same frequency anymore, and I know I have to walk away from them for the time being. Some of you, you've gotten rid of people that were just no good in your life too. And you knew it. And the thing is, you was holding on to them 444 on the phone because you was hoping and praying that they would change. People have to understand, you disappoint yourself when you sit there and hope and pray that somebody's going to change, because at the end of the day, yeah, people will change for the better and for worse, or they'll just stay stuck and stagnant. Either way, it's like, yeah, you can do that, but you can't stop your progression because you're still putting all your energy and hoping and praying that somebody will change. No, take that time and energy and that thought, all that energy that you have thinking on when is this person going to get better, utilize it on yourself. Because if they want to, they would. And that goes for anybody in life. It doesn't matter male or female, adult or child or teenager. When a human being wants something and they want it bad enough, they're going to go out and do whatever it is they have to do to get that, to obtain that. And I feel like now you are at your own wit's end. You're done with your own bullshit. And you're like, you know what? I'm just going to pick up the pieces and I'm going to build something beautiful out of these pieces after being broken, after being, stabbed in the back, after, losing your job, after you losing your home, after you having to relocate because you really didn't want to, after a divorce, after a breakup, whatever it was, after closing your business, whatever it was that had got you stuck in a rut, you're at that. Some of you haven't gotten to the finish line. Some of you have already gotten to the finish line. Some of you are literally crossing that finish line right now as I speak, because we're all on different paths. We're all on the same journey of discovering self, but we're just at different spots in the race, in different frequencies right now. And it's like the higher you elevate, you'll catch up with the rest, But I feel like for a lot of you guys, you physically have gotten yourself out of situations. You have emotionally gotten yourself out of situations. And you've mentally have gotten yourself out of situations. Spiritually, you have gotten yourself out of situations. And you're like, okay, what's next? A lot of you, what's next is that you will be getting some type of communication, whether it's through DMs, emails, a phone call, a letter in the mail, possibly no later than 2 months from now. This is going to be information on a new job. This is going to be information on an Aries or a Taurus person. They could be calling you. This could be your boss. This could be something about your business. So maybe, you're getting tax returns or you filed your taxes late. Make sure you're doing your taxes on time. If I'm sitting here telling you that you're going to get a paper in the mail and remind you like, hey, you need to sit there and do your taxes. Hey, you need to sit there and pay your annual report on your LLC or whatever the case may be. Is there's things that, you may have forgotten because you've been caught up in your head so much that you've overlooked a lot of the important things that need to get done. So get all your paperwork in order, okay, before Aries season is over. I feel for a lot of you guys too, you're going to really just be speaking to your higher self. Some of you could literally be getting messages from spirit, giving you the go-ahead to do whatever business it was that you wanted to open up and pursue. Some of you may have had to just wait until literally divine timing. What was that? 18 on the phone, right? Before you could do something. It's like you wanted to do it right then and there, but spirit kind of held you back because it's like you've been so caught up in your head that you've missed a few steps that you need to sit there and look into, read the fine print, and then proceed, okay? They were helping you out so that you didn't have to backtrack later. But with that said, if that has resonated with you so far, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. It really helps my channel grow, and I really appreciate you guys for the love and the support and letting me know that you fuck with your girl, okay? So with that said, let's get into your collective reading. Okay, so these cards, I like to look at these cards real quick that were left. Ooh, nice. At the bottom of the deck when I was trying to pick up the deck of cards. So we have here entertainment, searching, divine feminine, and divine masculine. So this right here, it looks like fun. Fun is looking for you. Entertainment is looking for you. Divine masculine and divine feminine. Y'all got your divine masculine, divine feminine. You have your heads towards whatever you're looking at and focusing on. And it's like, but fun, excitement is looking for you. It's like you looking this way but fun is over here. Like, hey, come live your life. Come live your life over here, over here, over here. You know? And it's like, it's okay to work on yourself every day. But at the same time, you still need to take out of your 24 hours out of a day and do something for you, 10/10 on the phone. You know, something that you truly enjoy, even if it's only for an hour or 30 minutes or even 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 3 minutes. You know, it's something that you could do, a hobby, maybe read a chapter in your book. Shoot, some of y'all could just sit in the car before you walk in the house. And what women don't realize, that's what a lot of men do. Before they even get in the house, like, they'll sit in the car. I ain't talking about the little cheaters out there that sit there and be making their little phone calls and their text messages before they get in the house. I'm talking about a real man that's a provider, a protector, that is, you know, that loves himself, you know, that has, you know, stood on what he committed to, and he's not going to allow anything to jeopardize that, right? There's men that'll sit there. Some women do it too, because I know I've done it before I got in the house. It's like, you know, let me just sit here for a second. Let me just breathe. You know, let me just relax for a second before, let me just let my work day get off of me before I walk in the house. Another thing, I just saw somebody saging themselves in the car before they go in their home. That's a good idea, so that you're taking those energies from your employers and your bosses and your clients and stuff off of you before you walk into your home. You got to remember, those energies and spirits travel with you, especially if you work in the healthcare field and you're in a facility, or just in a facility where you may work with a lot of police officers, correctional officers. You may be a spiritual based practitioner or something, and you may have a shop somewhere and they come to you there but never to your personal home. It's like, whatever it is that you do outside, if you don't work from home, like, and you work outside somewhere, cleanse yourself. Even if it's just a prayer that you sit there and say before you get out of the car, you know, ask God to cleanse your energy. Ask Yahweh to cleanse your energy. Yeshua to cleanse your energy. Allah to cleanse your energy, you know, so that it doesn't affect your household. 1212 on the phone. But it's like, Spirit wants you to enjoy life too. As much as you're working on yourself, enjoy life too. Especially those that have done what they're supposed to do. Because with the divine masculine and divine feminine here, you guys are on your A game, okay? Some of you guys are in a committed relationship with your divine counterpart. And it's like, when I say divine counterpart, I say someone that is on your level, someone that's on your frequency, someone that's on the same time as you. Whether you want to say it's your twin flame, your soulmate, whatever you want to believe in. But these are two individuals that are on their shit. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They got their shit in order. Okay? They don't have much to worry about but maintaining what it is that they've built for themselves. But it's like, you're so caught up where it's like you're workaholics, or, you know, you're so caught up on making sure this, that, and the third is in order. It's like, once you have it in order, what are you doing? 1313 on the phone. It's like you've gotten addicted to that, to where it's like you're not enjoying life. For some of you, you're retirees or about to retire, and it's like, or you're already retired, and it's like, what are you doing? Go enjoy some of your money. It's okay. Whether you're male or female, go enjoy. This is why they tell you all the time, when you take these finance courses and watch these TikToks and YouTube videos on finance, they always tell you to pay yourself first. This way it doesn't feel like you sat there and worked for nothing. And then now you're resenting and your job, and you're resenting the hours you done put in, and because you didn't do nothing for yourself. Right now, do something for yourself. Because fun is looking for you. I've never even seen that. Fun is literally looking for you. The ones that have put in the work already, okay, take a break. Go do something nice for yourself. You know me. I have my one day out the week where I take myself out on a date. Okay? And I do what I want to do, eat what I want to eat, watch whatever movie I want to watch. I literally sat there and saw Creed 3 by myself with Michael B. Jordan with his little sexy butt. Yep. You know, I sat there, had me some fish tacos. Okay. I didn't have no margarita because I had to drive home. And I wanted to be up to watch my movie. So, you know, I got my smoothie from Smoothie King. And then after my movie, I sat there and went to the store, and I bought me 2 pairs of slacks. And was it 2? No, it was 2 tank tops, really nice tank tops to go with the slacks. And then they're like wide-legged slacks. They're like dressy pants. And then I had got a linen shirt, button-up shirt that was blue. Either way, I treated myself. And that's something that you guys need to do. Is once you sit there and get all your responsibilities 15 on the phone out of the way and stuff, make sure you put something to the side for yourself first. Then you sit there and take care of your responsibilities, and then you go back to the money you put to the side for yourself, and you sit there and you go do what you need to do for yourself. Okay? Enjoy some of your money. Enjoy your life while you have it. Okay? I don't expect this reading to be too long. I'm start just channeling sometimes. Okay. We'll take those. So what's been on your mind is stability. And of course, you guys come right back out again. You come right back out again. I like to have the even numbers, so I'm going to pull one more card. Okay, so you guys are, dealing with family matters. You're dealing with stability and security. There's a lot of talk about it. There's a lot of talk about what's going on for the future with the family. What's the next steps in what you're going to do? Do you want to have a family? Do you want to settle down? Do you want to have kids? What are we going to do with the kids for the summer? I'm seeing too. I'm getting the mom and dad energy here as well, where there is a lot of mental and emotional healing, because I feel like somebody has realized, like, I'm not going nowhere. You're not going nowhere. Well, you got a masculine energy that's telling the feminine energy, where you think you're going? This is forever, ever. Forever, ever. Like, what you thought? This is like somebody saying, this is, you signed to death row, like this is for life. Like, I don't know what you're talking about. So we got to go to counseling, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to go to counseling. 1717 on the phone. It's like, yeah, I understand, things were slow and money may have came in a little slow. Maybe, the masculine energy here, because I'm really getting heavy on couple energy too on this reading here. So it's like the divine masculine may have had some setbacks, okay? He may not have been where he wanted to be at the time. I don't know if this happened 8 months ago, 3 months ago, 8 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Like, or this could have just been going on. Like, maybe, you've been talking to somebody for 8 years and it's like they're finally getting their stuff together. Or you've finally been with somebody 3 years and they're finally getting their stuff together. So it's like the masculine energy, whether you're male or female, your masculine energy has been, stagnant. You haven't been moving like you should. You haven't been working as hard as you should have been working for some of you. You haven't come of age. I feel like the divine feminine aspect of yourself has been very abundant. I feel like you've been, working on your mental and emotional well-being. You've been working on your inner self, your outer self. You've been creating opportunities for yourself, manifesting things, telling yourself that you're going to receive it, and knowing that you're going to receive it, and then all of a sudden it just appears, type of energy. But I feel like, yeah, you've created certain situations and stuff for yourself, whether you're masculine or feminine. You've brought opportunities to you, but now it's like, it's time for you to work. Okay, you manifested this. Now you got to do what you got to do to keep it. For some of you, like I said, this is a couple, and you're going to couples counseling. And, things could have been real stagnant in your relationship, but I feel like it's about to be really fruitful. Come August, bye. Please use protection. Please have plan Bs. Please have birth control, okay? Something. Because I feel like it's going to be hot and heavy come August. For some of you guys, your person is looking for you. All right? Your person is literally looking for you. And it's like they're looking at you. You're focusing on your mental and emotional well-being. divine feminine, because it's like you want to make sure that you're good so your household is good. You're making sure you're good mentally and emotionally because you're preparing yourself to have a family. Some of you have that feeling like you're about to get married, you're about to have kids, like you're ready to settle down type of energy. It's probably been slow coming in because it's like spirit may want you to focus a little bit more on your coin, on your money. Okay, so you have a lot of things well established so that when you do have this family, you have nothing to worry about. You can enjoy your pregnancy. You can enjoy just with your feet up, eating grapes and watermelons and stuff like that. 2020 on the phone. Some of y'all literally probably did that already or will be doing that soon. I'm hearing beck and call. Like, so if you get pregnant, your person is going to be there for at your beck and call while you're pregnant. Like, they are going to love you down and nurture you and rub your feet and feed you all day long. Like, somebody loves pregnant women. Somebody's like, they got a thing. Like, when you're pregnant, it's like they love you more when you're pregnant. I'm sorry to say this, but it's like, it's something about you being pregnant that really turns this person on. Like, somebody likes that. For others of you, you could be communicating about how something is going. I feel like there was a switch in power with the masculine and the feminine energy in a household where it's like the wife now or the female energy is making more money than the masculine energy. And it's like your head got really big. I ain't even gonna hold you. It's like you forgot who was the man and who's the provider and who's the protector. Just because you make more money than him doesn't mean that you're supposed to disrespect your husband or belittle your husband or make your husband feel a certain type of way. Check yourself on that. And some of you are like, oh, but he's not doing this and he's not doing that. If y'all are married, y'all vowed yourselves to each other through thick and thin, through better or worse, through sickness and health. And right now, he may not be where, he may want to be. Maybe he did make some bad decisions with finances. But the thing is, you're supposed to understand, especially if you're on this journey, that he's human. Or your masculine, energy is human. They make mistakes. 22 on the phone. They're allowed to make mistakes. They're allowed to sit there and learn a lesson, okay? Because every loss is not a loss. It's just a lesson. It's a way of obtaining information. 2233 on the phone, where it's like, okay, I know not to do it this way now. Now, if you decided to sit there and be married to a fuck up, well, guess what? You knew there was a fuck up before you married them. And that's on you now. 2244 on the phone. But you get what I'm saying? So don't do that. Don't do that. Because there may be a time God is sitting there testing you to see how you are acting towards this masculine energy while he's down. Because watch, God will sit there and put you in that same situation and you won't want him belittling you because you're going through a tough patch in your lifetime. Shit happens. Millionaires become broke overnight. Literally. Bad investment. Shit happens. But you don't sit there and take it upon yourself to belittle somebody else, especially your partner. We're not doing that over here. So check yourself before you wreck yourself, homie. But other than that, if you're single, right, and you're not dealing with nobody, because I was talking about a lot of couples lately in this reading. If you're single, this is your masculine and feminine energy. You have leveled up emotionally, spiritually, creatively, okay? That divine feminine energy of you nurturing yourself and loving on yourself, you're there. Top tier, you're there. You're doing it. It's just that you need to focus more on your masculine energy of working. Yeah, you're supposed to nurture yourself, but Spirit's like, don't get caught up in all of that. That's how you create the abundance. But to be able to keep it, to provide stability and security so that shit don't get stagnant no more, you got to put in work. You got to work, bitch. Like Britney Spears said, 24 on the phone. Okay? But overall, I feel like some of you guys are literally communicating with like a financial advisor, someone in investments, something about buying properties, opening up businesses. I'm really getting stability and security and family and foundations and legacies and generational wealth and making something last forever. Some of you could literally be getting married, adding an addition to the family. A lot of you guys, once you get over this hump in your relationship, whether this is with yourself, where your divine masculine self and divine feminine self are on the same level, or if these are two individuals, after you go through this healing phase, after you go through this lesson, the blessing is you literally coming up with an idea to create something that's going to last forever. Whether that's a business, property, a baby, whatever. Something is lasting forever. Make it last forever. Okay? Let's get some homegirl advice for you guys, and then we're going to end it here. Get some homegirl advice. It says it's done. You can't do anything about it now. So there could have been something that you've done, something that you've said. You can't take it back. You can't. You can't go back to the future and reword what you said or what you did. You can't. It's done already. What you can do is apologize and hold yourself accountable. What you can do is focus on the solution. What you can do is pray about it. Okay? For some of you, we have here, learn the lesson so you can let that karmic go. Like I told you, some of you guys, if you sat there and married somebody or was in a long-term commitment relationship with somebody that you knew you shouldn't have been in a relationship with, that's on you. But guess what? Spirit left you right there in that relationship because guess what? You needed to learn whatever lessons you needed to learn about that person. Because for some of you, you do better by your damn self. And I said that in the last collective reading. Some of you are meant to be single right now. For some of you, that was a clear message. My alarm went off. Okay, and best of my reading, my alarm just went off. So some of you, you were in that relationship or that marriage for a very long time because it's like there was a huge lesson you needed to learn about yourself and that person and how you conduct yourself in relationships, period. And for some of you, you was only supposed to be with that person 8 years or 3 years to learn whatever lesson you were supposed to learn, or 8 months or 3 months or 3 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever, right? You were supposed to learn something and then you were supposed to leave it. You wasn't supposed to stay. You stayed past the expiration date. Why? Because, and you want to know why shit went downhill and the roles reversed and shit, because it wasn't meant to be. In the first place, it was only temporary, but you got to have the willpower to get it done. For others of you, this is you learning the lessons about your masculine energy and feminine energy, learning how to balance out the two, learning when to sit there and be strong and when to be submissive, when to stand up for yourself and when to be quiet, learning a lot about yourself because who you were was not meant to be. It wasn't meant to stay that person that you were 20 years ago, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 3 months ago, a week ago, yesterday. You weren't meant to stay there. But you have to have the willpower to change. You have to have the willpower to put in the work. You have to have the willpower to love yourself enough to know that you deserve better and more in your life. So with that said, that was your reading, healing homies. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you next time.